Hello and welcome to my declutter. Today we are going to declutter highlighters. I have some single highlighters in here, and then I have some highlighter palettes and cream highlighters, liquid highlighters, and yeah, everything. So I don't have a huge highlighter collection. I'm trying to be as minimal as I can as a makeup artist. But this is both what I use on myself, and some of it I use on clients, but I have most of the stuff I use on clients in the salon. So let's just start decluttering, and we'll see what I'll get rid of, what is too old, what is not good, and all of that. And we can just start off by the singles actually. So here I have my departed single highlighters. I'm not going to keep everything, but most of it is fine to use. So I'm going to swatch everything as we go along, and then I will find if I am going to keep it or declutter it. Let's just start by this one. This was departed from a NYX palette, and it's more of a finishing powder more than highlighter, but it's also too shiny to be used as a finishing powder. I have used most of it, so I don't see a point in throwing it in the trash. I would like to use it up, so I'm going to keep this one. And here I've also departed a NYX palette. I don't remember what it was, but it's more of a pinky, icy highlighter, and for my taste it's too icy, so I am going to get rid of this one. This is kind of the same color, so we'll swatch them next to each other. So yeah, this is, if possible, more icy than this. This has more of that pink flip to it. This one doesn't, but I don't care for these types of colors, so I'm going to get rid of it as well. And here we have, I don't remember where I got this from, but it looks like this. It is a nice highlighter. I think I'm going to try it on maybe before I get rid of it, or no, I don't need to keep this one. I'll get rid of this. Here we have some highlighters that I departed from some Makeup Revolution palettes. It's not that good. It's actually more of a finishing powder, but again, it's too shimmery or shiny, so I'm getting rid of this. From that same palette, I remember I got so tan on a vacation and none of my highlighters worked, and I used to use this as a shimmering bronzer, and suddenly this one became too light of a bronzer and also too light of a highlighter on me. So this one was perfect on that holiday, and obviously I used it a lot. I think I'm going to keep this if I get that tan this summer again. I'm not sure, it depends on the weather. I would love to use this as a gold highlighter. If not, I'm getting rid of it after the summer, so I'm keeping this one for now. This is also a highlighter. I don't remember where I departed it from. Probably from a NYX palette, since it has that same packaging, but I can't be sure. This is more of a champagne-y color. This is nice, I will keep that. And then we have this one. Don't remember where I got it from. I think I will swatch it right here. This is nice. I'm keeping it, obviously, because I hit pan on it. And we have this one. This is also staying. And it looks like this. I need to get a rug or something to dry my hands. This is also from a NYX palette. This is more of a light gold highlighter. This is beautiful. I will keep this one. And then we have this dark bronzy highlighter. yeah, I'm keeping this one as well. And this one I depotted from a Wet n Wild palette. No, it wasn't palette. This is a Wet n Wild highlighter, but it's actually quite beautiful. And it looks like this. So yeah, I'm keeping this one. So from the singles, I'm keeping 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I am getting rid of 4. Okay, let's move on. Moving on to the highlighter palette. This is a Revolution strobing palette, and I got it with a gift. How do you say? I got it as a gift with purchase. I have tried to mix this one in with and use it as an eyeshadow. It's very beautiful. It's a greenish iridescent highlighter, and it's so nice as an eyeshadow, but I have scraped it and like pressed it into a smaller pot. And then we have this one, which is more of a finishing powder, I guess, than highlighter, and this one as well. And there's like no difference between these two. So I think I'm going to get rid of this palette because I don't have any use for it anymore. So in the declutter it goes. And then we have this palette is from Makeup Mecca and How We Do. I've had this for a while. This was actually a very nice array of highlighters. We have this a lighter one. I guess I will swatch on this side because it shows up a bit more. And then we have this goldenish medium highlighter and this more bronzy highlighter right here. And yeah, you know what, I think it's actually very nice and it still is in good shape. I take care of my makeup, so I will keep this one. From NYX we have the strobe of Eclair Genius Jean something, I'm not sure. And it has quite a few shades of highlighters. I have mostly used this one, which looks like this. This is a nice palette, but I've only used this one, but we'll swatch them and see. This is a darker shade, more pinky actually than dark. And we have this light one here. It's more powdery, and this is a yellowish highlighter, also quite powdery. This is I've never used this one. This is almost a whitish, nudish color. And then we have a purple highlighter, which looks like this. I would never use a purple highlighter. And this one, which is more pinky. So yeah, here we have, oh I got it. Here we have the palette here. I think that I'm actually going to depot this color and get rid of the rest of the palette. And well, maybe I won't even do that. We'll see. So I will put it in the declutter for now. I have this one. I've actually never used this. This is from Makeupedia. It's a Norwegian brand. And it looks like this. I've only swatched it, but I've never used it. First off, we have this greenish highlighter again. It looks like this. And a more pale gold. And then we have this darker gold. More yellowy gold, I guess. And then we have this feels more creamy than the others, picks up quite chunky, and it looks like this. I think I'm going to keep this actually because I've never tried it out on my face or anyone else's face, so I'm really intrigued and I want to try this out. So keeping this. And from Sleek, we have this palette. Do like this. Obviously, I tried to use up this shade. Wasn't successful. I remember everyone and their mama had this highlighter palette. It's called Cleopatra's Kiss. And I can't say, it is beautiful. So let's just swatch it out here. This is a very beautiful gold. And here we have more of a light pinkish highlighter. It's not that shiny as the gold one. And here we have a cream highlighter, which is a yellowish gold. This is not the best cream highlighter I've tried. And then we have this bronzy goldish. Let's just pick some up with the nails here. Oh no, I put it over the other swatch. What am I doing? Here we go. It's more of a bronzy, creamy highlighter. And I still love this palette, so I'm going to keep it. And from W7, we have this Life is a Beach palette. It's the highlighter trio. I actually broke this shade and I've tried to mix these with some other highlighting shades. This is way too white, stark gold color. I'm not going to use that by itself. And this is a pinkish white highlighter as well. And yeah, it looks like this. I'm not going to keep it, so decluttering this. So from the palettes, I am decluttering 3 and I'm keeping 3. That's fine. These are my creams and liquids, or liquid highlighters. Let's just start swatching. I think I will start with the cream because I only have 2. I have this one from Becca. It's the Champagne Pop Shimmering Skin Perfector Poured Cream. Well, okay. And it looks like this. Where do I swatch it? I swatch it right here. It's a nice champagne cream highlighter, and I will keep this one. And then from Elizabeth Arden, we have a cream chubby stick. This is from an old collection, but I never opened it until recently. This is in the shade First Mate, and it looks like this. It's quite glittery and very chunky. I can feel the glitters on my fingers, and yeah, I'm not going to keep this. I will get rid of it. So first declutter, and then we have the liquids. So from Makeupedia, we have the shade Twinkle Star. I guess I will have to shake it up a bit. And it's a champagne liquid highlighter. It looks like this. It's very blinding, but also very thin. This is too blinding for my taste, so I am getting rid of this. From Makeup Mecca, we have the Liquid Illuminator in Luna. I'll try to shake them up. And it also have this dropper, and it looks like this. This is more pink, I guess. No, it's actually the same color almost. This from Makeup Mecca is more blinding, and it's not my style anymore. I'm not a fan of blinding highlights like this. I much more prefer a shimmer like the Becca one. So I'm getting rid of this too. And then from H&M we have these shimmer drops. This is in Precious Pearl. I bought this a long time ago. But I've only used it for my body, or I use them on my legs in the summer. And this one looks like this. It's very liquidy, it's almost like water, but it looks so beautiful on the legs when you have a tan. So I'm keeping this one. And this is also from H&M Shimmering Drops in Midas Touch. It's Global Fusion Shimmer Drops, it says. Also use this on my body. I guess I've used this one more than the other. And it looks like this. Yeah, this is beautiful. I can't get rid of this. I will use this summer. I start off by the lighter gold one, and then as I tan, I go over to this one. So keeping those. And lastly, we have this Dior Backstage in 001 Universal. So the thing is with this one, I left it in by the window, by the sun, and then did this weird separation. But I have shaken it up and I've smelled it and I've used it and it's still good to go. And I'm going to keep it. It's very expensive for a liquid highlighter, and it's so beautiful. You can use it over or under your foundation. And this is much more what I prefer than these blinding whitish highlighters. So I'm keeping this from Dior. And there we have it. I am decluttering 3 liquid and cream highlighters. And I am keeping 4. So these 2 are for the face and these are for the body. Now we're moving on to the powder highlights, and I actually forgot that I had one more cream highlighter here. It's from Makeup Mecca. I have tried to use it up and I think it's gone, to be honest, but I guess I can get a little bit out of here. No, did I use this up? Oh my god. Well, yay on me. So we'll put this on the side. So yeah, here we have the powder highlights. Let's just start swatching. I guess we can start here. So this is a Lancome highlighter and Belle de Teint. I'm not sure. This came free with a purchase. Oh, it has a mirror, so it's not a blinding highlighter. It's actually quite powdery. I don't think I need to keep this one. I will pass it on to the graveyard. Makeup graveyard. So from Revolution we have the Shimmer Brick in Radiant. I have tried to make this work. I got this in PR, so it was for free. You can actually go here and try to get the more lighter colors, or you can make it a darker highlighter. It's actually a good idea. Let's try to do these ones in the middle. Yeah, it is a good idea, but it's not flattering on the face, and I don't think I will keep this. I will try to clean it up and give it to someone who might enjoy it more than me. So this is a declutter. And then we have from Makeup Mecca, it's a mineral finishing baked blush and highlighter. Blush? Okay. Into the Tropics. So it's a baked highlighter and it looks like this. This is a beautiful highlighter, to be honest, and I want to keep it. I got this for free as well as PR, so I'm keeping that. So this is a mess. It's the MUA Undress Your Skin. Yeah, shimmer highlight and opalescent amber. Obviously the packaging broke, so I tried to depot it into another palette. Which will probably show up when I declutter the blushes. I used to love this highlighter. This was like my favorite highlighter. I don't know why. It was like a highlighter and blush in one. I got it when I was in London. It's quite inexpensive, but yeah, I don't need to keep this. This is ridiculous. So I'm getting rid of this one. From Makeup Revolution, we have Radiant Lights in Breathe. This is, the packaging is broken here too. This is a very beautiful finishing powder. It's not much of a highlighter. I should have probably put it with my powders. But yeah, this is a dupe for the Hourglass finishing powders. It's very beautiful. I actually want to keep it even though the packaging is broken. So keeping that. From Revolution, we have the Vivid Baked Highlighters in Golden Lights. And yeah, the packaging is broken here too. I used to love this one too, but it's quite old. It's a very goldish highlighter. I am not going to use this one anymore. Did I really used to go out in the streets being tan and having a stripe of this on my face? Oh my god, that's embarrassing. But I'm getting rid of this one. I've had it too long, and it was also PR. From Becca, we have the Champagne Pop in the powder version. I have had to repress this one a couple of times because it breaks so easily, but the color is stunning and it's not like a blinding highlight, which I don't like anymore. And yeah, it's beautiful. I'm keeping this Becca highlighter. And here we have the Luminizer, the OG highlighter. And I try to project pan it by myself actually. And this is all that I have left. And yes, I'm going to keep it and use it up. I'm not one who uses that much highlighter, and this one is quite blinding. But it is beautiful, and it looks like this. I've had this for years. I'm going to use it up, and then I have this mini that I got on an event. It looks like this. It's nice for traveling and stuff if I want to bring in highlighter. So I'm keeping this mini one as well. So keeping those, but obviously this will be gone in a couple of weeks. And then we have from Fenty, this is the Kilowatt Afternoon Snacks and Mo Honey. And it looks like this. I got this in PR as well. This is a more satin finish, and then we have the other side which is more sparkly. And where should I swatch that? I'll swatch it here. Yeah, so this is the satin side, and this is more of the shimmery side. It's quite dark on me right now, but I guess as the summer gets going here in Norway, I will use this much more, so I am keeping this. And let's see how many we kept and how many we declutter. So these are the keeps. I will count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And for the declutters, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, so these are what I'm getting rid of, and these are what I'm keeping. So this is the bin with the decluttered highlighters. Let's just take and count them and see how many got rid of in total. So it's 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 13, 14, and 15
items of highlighters. This is a good declutter, I think. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it, and I don't think that I would miss any of them or want to keep any of them. So these ones goes bye-bye.